Hey, what's going on, humans? Hopefully you're having a good day. I know I am. And so for right now, we will be taking a look at my top 10 Transformer figures for 2022. Let's get into it. So, 2022 was, I would say, a very interesting year for Transformers. I thought they did pretty well, pretty good. More variety than what we've seen, especially with the introduction into the Legacy line and then now going into Legacy Evolution. Kind of continuing that trend of getting like different characters, not only from the G1 universe, but now into other different Transformer canons as far as the Unicron trilogy animated seems like, and other stuff. But but before we get into it, this is just a little look here of the figures that I got this year that they are going to be included in this, but these guys are not in the main lineup. They are actually runner-ups. I would say like, what do they call it? Runner-up? Yeah, runner-ups. Screw it. We'll go with that. Yeah, the runner-ups for the top 10. They were quite close, but just didn't make it. But it's okay. So, Legacy Bulkhead, which they try to pass off as Prime, but in the head sculpt, yeah, but that's more of like an animated Bulkhead as far as like an armored military truck. I thought it was a decent figure. Brawn, I love this guy so much. He's actually pretty cool. My first Brawn figure from the Bumblebee movie. They did a good job on him. RC was just flipping amazing in a Cybertronian form. She just looks great. I just got Crankcase. Shockingly, he actually did surprise me a little bit. And then you have Transformers Prime Universe Knockout using that jazz body. I say it kind of works for him. He looks good. Sideways from Revenge of the Fallen. Actually gave him his gun from the video game, so hey, they're acknowledging the video game aspects. I like that. Age of Extinction Voyager Galvatron, which, the creators didn't really, the toy designers on Hasbro didn't really have much to work with as far as like the robot, as far as like truck parts coming on the robot mode, as you can see, but I think they did a much better job than that original 2014 release. And then we have the Bumblebee movie Soundwave, which is really cool. Transformation is cool too, but what he transforms into is like, so I think he's pretty good. Other than that, these are the runner-ups. But honorable mentions is what they're called. But no, screw it, runner-ups. Now we're going to actually get onto the actual list itself. And kicking off with number 10, here we have Scourge from the Velocitron line of Legacy, which is here in the States, Walmart exclusive. So I did pick up that original Optimus Prime, Laser Prime. It was a kind of decent mold. The mold has its issues. I don't really like how the arms transform and how the shoulders are. I wish they would rotate with the arms, but the paint job, it works better as Scourge from the RID universe, and 2001, but he looks freaking immaculate. He looks great. I love how the black and the teal blue plays off of each other as long as you have, and also with like the sort of like pinkish purple, it just looks immaculate color scheme wise. It's an aggressive truck form already, but I think that this figure was really impressive. I actually like what Hasbro did with him. He actually looks good. So yeah, this is the number 10 spot for Scourge. Coming in at number 9, here we have Elita 1 from Legacy, and my god, they did an amazing, I would say actually did a pretty good job with Elita, because we did have that Walmart exclusive Netflix version, which was just a repaint of that RC mode, which was already crappy enough, but I'm actually glad they actually gave us a more faithful redesign. It's something that she would look like if she was in G1, because I don't think she transformed in the original show, so I think this figure is really cool. I love the transformation. It's very smooth. The different options you can give her with the backpack. Overall, good paint, good articulation. She definitely is a number 1 Elita mold that we ever have. So hopefully I can find Minerva. So who knows? Now at number 8, here we have Bumblebee from Studio Series. This is the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee release early this year, and I am very, very, very glad they finally made him. Dark of the Moon Bumblebee is actually my favorite Bumblebee. It's actually one of my top 3. This version, the 69 Camaro SS that he was in the beginning of Age of Extinction before he switched it. And then, the Last Night version would be in third place, but I think the Rise of the Beast Bumblebee might be in second place right now. So I'm really happy he came out. I love the car mode, the Camaro form for this one. It's beautiful, chef's kiss. I love it. This figure it has all the updates they did to Bumblebee as far as making like the first movie and Revenge of the Fallen. So I'm actually glad we got the updated version for this mold, and I'm really happy to finally have a proper Darkwing Bumblebee. I've been waiting since Studio Series started. So, yeah, he takes the number 8th spot. And here at number 7, we have the Titans Return remaster of Brainstorm. This is the Walmart exclusive that came out. Actually, I want to say it was probably a year or two ago, where they took pretty much the headmasters from the cartoon of the Titans Return line back in 2018 and kind of just remastered them for the Headmaster re-release. Which, yes, it did not come out in 2022, but I acquired it in 2022. So that's what I said that this top 10 is. Transformer figures that I got in 2022. Wordplay. Anyway, I'm very glad that I was able to get this figure sealed for a really good price on a bidding on eBay that nobody else wanted. So that was an easy win. I could finally complete my Autobot Headmaster lineup. So he was the one I needed for the longest time, and I love Brainstorm really much, and I'm actually glad that I got him. And he just looks so freaking perfect. I just can't stop picking him up and playing with him. That came out so wrong. Pause. But yeah, he's a good figure. I love him very much. Really cool. So yeah, there you go. And then speeding in at number 6, here we have OverDrive from the Legacy Velocitron line, and she is from Cybertron, Transformers Cybertron. That was my very first Transformers cartoon. I hold a special place in my heart. My first ever Transformers that I got was actually Hotshot and Landmine from that cartoon. Yeah, they were my first ones, and to actually get her actually in the Legacy line, and she just looks so flippin' immaculate. It's just, they did a really, really good job at transformation-wise engineering on her, how she transforms. It's just, it's not intricate, but it's very interesting, and it's a fun transition from robot to vehicle. She looks so Japanese inspired. She just looks freaking amazing. The candy red playing off of the white and into the nice dark brown with the bronzish gold color. She just looks freaking immaculate. Like, she looks great. That's all I can say. I mean, but they did a good job on this one, so yeah. And coming into the top 5, here we have Transformers Generations Megatron from the War for Cybertron video game. So, very old figure. It's over 10 years. It's actually 12 years old, I think. Because the game came out in 2010. So yeah, picked this up at the antique mall that I went to around I think in June, and found this guy for like a really good deal. He is missing the missile, so that does suck, but overall, the figure was good. It's in good condition, transforms fine, and I'm just so glad to have him. Like, I love the video games. I really wish we could get Transformers back into the video games. I think they're going to do it with Reactivate, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, onto the figure itself. He is just, I love this design of Megatron. It was a really, really great design. It was very imposing, very menacing. It commands your presence, and his voice actor for that both games actually, it was great. I love it. It was just, it showcased how big and bad this tyrant really can be. And especially in the War for Cybertron, it was beautiful, and this figure translates perfectly. I love it. So yeah, so that's Megatron for you guys. And then coming in at number 4, here we have, well, his legs, but he's part of it. This is the Titans Return Titan Class Metroplex from the Cybertron cartoon. As I said before, Cybertron is actually my favorite Transformers cartoon. It's not my top favorite, but it's gotten me into Transformers, and this guy right here is just a fun toy. It was something different to get. It's actually the most articulated Transformer we've gotten as far as a Titan class scale. And I think he translates really freaking well, and he scales with everything. I love the excavator mode, the also worker mode that he has. Kind of wish he did come with like his little mini-con. Forgot his name, but Metroplex, this is a fun version of Metroplex. I'm actually okay with this, because I do not have that original Metroplex that came out for Generations, but this one will do just fine. He commands the presence. He is, he's a brawler, and he looks good. So yeah, he will take the number 4 spot on this list for sure. Coming in at number 3, here we have this psychopath of a character. This is Legacy G-Axis. G-Axis, Jesus, man. Actually now we finally have a great G-Axis figure, and I want to say they did a really good job as far as like the transformation with him, the detailing and the engineering it's very good. It's really up there. I enjoy having my fun with this figure. He's just so posable. I gave him articulated hands, excuse me, well, fingers. And then, yeah, it's just, the articulation is just beautiful. He poses up so well. He just looks so menacing and just destructive. It's everything you would want out of a leader, even though he's a Voyager, but you get what I mean. But really glad we finally got one, so I think he's pretty good. And then here we are at number 2, and this is the Studio Series release of Hot Rod. And I stopped the time. He is just, God. He's just so freaking amazing. He just looks so great, so much better than that 2017 version we got. It was just a remold of Lockdown. But this right here is just robot mode and conversion to his Lamborghini Centenario is what I say, but it's just smooth. It has its little tricks on it, but it is just a beautiful figure. So they really did a good job of like capturing the robot mode and actually transforming it into that car mode immaculately. That's not even a word, dude, but screw it. He just looks so good. I love the head sculpt. It's so completely accurate to how it was on the movie, or how he is in the movie. And, you know, I actually love him. I mean, I'm gushing over him, but, you know, he is that great of a toy. He's that fun to mess around with and transform and just pose up. And he poses up really freaking nicely. So I heavily would not sleep on this figure. I recommend you pick him up. Now, let's get on to the big one. And now for the number 1 spot, this figure, it has a little history to it, a little bit, but it holds a special place in my heart. This is what I would consider the holy grail in my Transformer collection. So without further ado, drum roll please. Oh wow, I can't even see him. But anyway, this is Jetwing Optimus. This is that leader that came out in 2010. I think this version that I got is from Amazon. It's an Amazon exclusive that comes with the Jetwing and everything. Jetwing's actually up here. So yeah, you can see the paint job. But anyway, yes, this Optimus Prime right here is a holy grail for me because I have the original 2009 version. Over the years, my younger me decided to paint it up and, you know, make his own mods to it. So there's that. But this one right here is the one I've always wanted because it's the Dark of the Moon version. And if you know me, you know I love the Dark of the Moon design of Optimus, especially with the redesigned abdomen, the inclusion of the jetpack. And this one actually comes with his, the gas tanks on his back actually transform into his ion cam blaster. And you know, I got this at the Antique Mall, like with the Megatron that you saw earlier, and oh man, he's so fun. And I got him for like a cheap price. I got him for like 75, which I think originally he was going for like 100, I think, on Amazon. Voice box still works. And it still lights up and everything, and it was complete, so I got a good deal. I got a good deal on this one, so I'm really happy I finally have this version of Optimus, whether it be the Buster Prime or the like Striker Optimus. I'm really glad I finally have the Dark of the Moon version of this leader, which is the God tier movie design for the first 3 primes. I mean, Masterpiece tried to do their version of it. It just didn't work. So yeah, there you go. Alright, and that'll do it for this one. This was the top 10 Transformers that I acquired in 2022. Yeah, so I know it's probably shocking to a lot of you because you're like, oh, didn't even know you reviewed Transformers, but trust me, I have a really, really large Transformer collection that I really need to start getting reviews on and start taking more photos of. But anyway, that's besides the point. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, something a little different, something a little fun. You know, comment your favorite figures that you got this year, or, you know, your holy grails too. But love to know. I have my Instagram always in the bio underneath. And yeah, that'll be it for this one. Y'all have a safe and happy new year. Y'all take it easy. See you in the next one.